Hello everyone, it's Sheila and welcome to another episode of PJs and Coffee Time. I don't know if you can tell, but I am actually kind of laid back in a very chilled, relaxed position here. I'm actually sitting on the patio of the hotel that I'm staying in while I'm in Long Beach, California. I am currently on vacation and I wanted to take advantage of this moment for several reasons. So a little disclaimer, this is a PJs and Coffee Time video. However, I'm not in my PJs and I'm not having coffee. I'm actually sipping on some diet Dr. Pepper. It's actually kind of watered down now because I've had some issues with the lighting trying to do this video because I'm dealing with natural sunlight, and you guys know what sunlight can do for you sometimes. So this is actually the best position that I could find to do this video. So hence why I'm kind of laying back. But yeah, so I'm gonna change things up just a little bit for this video because of the title of this video and what I want to talk about on this video. I'm gonna ask you not so much to focus on being without makeup, because obviously I am wearing makeup today. You see me behind those key glasses that I'm wearing, but I am very comfortable, and it's not that I'm not comfortable, and I definitely want you all to be comfortable at whatever you decide to do, whatever your comfort spot is. But because I'm focusing this video on how important it is to find the you, and that you're taking care of yourself in whatever situation it is, I want you to go somewhere. Once you read the title of this video, or you know what this is about, pause it, stop it, and find a time where you can actually go to a spot where you can be okay being alone and just getting in touch with who you are, your inner being, pulling yourself away from all the demands of life and just being in a spot that makes everything all about you. Now, I'm sharing this with you because while I speak, I'm having to practice what I teach. Meaning, this vacation has been very, very trying for me. It has been none less than a doozy, so to speak. And I am holding my camera, so I'm going to apologize. This is going to be one of those videos that I hope don't get too rocky, but we'll see. And I want to thank my friend for reminding me about what it is I needed to be reminded of, in lieu of being able to find me in this whole situation. But it is, I do want to share how important it is for all of us, especially we as women, but some of us more than others, knowing when to say enough is enough, and knowing when to say I'm pushing everybody else's needs aside and I'm just going to deal with my own needs right now. And I have to say a special thank you to my friend who I've been texting throughout this trip, and she reminded me, and she's really the reason why I'm doing this video right now. She reminded me that I needed to take care of me, and I had forgotten that for just a moment. I'm going to take you back, if you will, just a little bit, so that you'll kind of have an understanding what I'm speaking of right now. And yeah, so I did mention that I'm on vacation, and I want to take you back to the very first day. My vacation started on the 18th. If you follow my channel, you know that I have mentioned that I was going to Long Beach and I was going to be there here for a few days, and I was so excited about coming, and I am very excited about being here in Long Beach. It is a beautiful city. The hotel that I'm in is absolutely gorgeous. The view from the rooftop is amazing, and at the end of this footage, at the end of this video, I will show you some of the footage of the rooftop, just so that you'll have an idea. But on Monday when I left out, I think I was having one of the worst days I've ever had in a very long time. I haven't felt good all the week before, So I was really focusing on trying to get my health back where it needed to be prepared for my flight. So the night before my flight, I kind of felt confident that I was feeling a tad bit better. Not still at my best, but I was feeling better. And then, of course, guess what happened? What happens to a female once a month, like clockwork, you know? Need I say more? So then that happened. So I kind of figured it was in the process because my emotions get really, really wrapped up sometimes during that time. And so I could tell that, you know, it was about to be a flood, so to speak. So my morning of this vacation, I started out and I was like, everything that could possibly go wrong was going wrong. Left the house later than what I had anticipated on. The traffic was much more intense than, not so much that I anticipated on, but others didn't realize that the traffic is the way that it is in the early mornings. Get to the airport and I'm running into all kinds of situations. Can't find the parking spot inside the new terminal that they've made that's supposed to be so fancy, but their signage is horrible, and I couldn't figure out how to get up to the next level. And there's only one way to get up to the next level, and if you pass that spot, you can literally drive around in circles for hours and not have a clue how to get out of that situation. Things just kept going further south. I mean, unbelievable. Sit on the runway for about 35-40 minutes waiting to taxi up to the gate, hence almost causing me to miss my flight that was going to bring me into Long Beach, or into LA actually. But yeah, so my day just started out really bad, and it got progressively worse as the day went on. I found myself in the midst of just feeling horrible, catering to everybody's needs except for my own, placing myself behind the scenes and everyone else in front of the scenes. And by the end of the night, I was in tears. I literally was in tears. I had put everyone else's needs ahead of mine, and I had not for 1 second taken the time to think about what was important, what my needs were. Yesterday was no exception to that. Things continued to just go downhill, and a lot of it was because I couldn't bring myself out of it. I was so worked up. I was so overwhelmed by everything that was going on. I was just, I could feel it. I was here. Several times I found myself with tears just pouring down my face because I was just at a loss. And I looked down at my phone, and my friend had texted me to ask me how my trip was going, and I was in such a state that I hadn't reached out to any of my friends. I just was like literally just dealing with everything and trying to make sure that that other people were okay, and just not dealing with my own feelings at all. And I was inside of a grocery store actually when I received the first text from my friend asking me how my trip was. And for a moment I wanted to just say okay and leave it at that, but something said, just be honest and tell her what you're really going through. And so I did. And it was so comforting to know that in the midst of me always taking care of everything, I know that sometimes I feel responsible for making sure that everybody around me is okay. I forget sometimes to make sure that I'm okay. And she reminded me of that. And it was what I needed, because it helped me to remember that I do also need to take care of myself. And I'm gonna stop right now. To my subscribers, if you're a first-time watcher, whatever, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're a first-time watcher, though, if you haven't already, okay? And if you watch often and you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so now. I'm gonna wait. All right, you did it? Okay, we're good. But on a serious note, very important, and especially we as women, to stop sometimes and take the time out to just do you, to just make life about yourself, not about your kids, not about your grandkids, not about your sister, your brother, your husband, your wife, or just make sure that you are doing you, that you're taking the time out for you. You know, especially as age become our friend, or shall I say not become our friend. It depends on how you look at it. But the older we get, we need to be very cognizant of taking care of ourselves and allowing ourselves time to just have our moment. You know, women have heart attacks, women have strokes, and I don't, you know, it's such a sad thing that we don't talk about that as much, because everyone is focused on the female just being that strong body, and we're very strong people, but it's very, very important. We do need to take care of ourselves as well. So that's kind of why I decided to do this video, because when my friend reminded me, and when she texted me and said, take some time to yourself, go out and do something just for yourself, I realized at that moment that if I didn't, I was gonna explode. And so after texting with her yesterday, I found myself taking a walk over to Starbucks. I sat down in a chair and had myself a venti green tea. I was able to chat on the phone with a friend that I really needed and wanted to talk to. So I just allowed myself the opportunity to not think about anybody else, to just be selfish for a moment about me, to make everything about me. And I felt myself coming out of it, and I woke up this morning feeling so refreshed. But I texted my friend last night, and I told her what I'd done, and she was like, great, you know, now you'll have a good night's rest and you'll wake up refreshed tomorrow. And she was so right. I slept so well last night, and I woke up today feeling very refreshed, very much, not 100%, but very much in a much better place than I was before. And hence why I found my way up to this rooftop today. The stress level was trying to creep back up on me today. There is a lot going on this vacation, a lot, and it really had me so stressed out that it's unreal, and I could feel it just creeping back. So I told myself, I said, you know what, you need to go find a spot to be alone. And I came up on this rooftop today, and as I'm sitting here, I decided that I was going to go ahead and do a vlog today and just kind of make this a PJs and coffee time video. So, because you all know how I feel that when things hit me, I know that it's not just me that God's talking to. He's talking to me to reach out to others. So I know that this is very important, not only to me, but it's important to one of you. So I'm doing it. I'm sitting here holding a camera. My hands are about to die, and I'm doing this video. But the funny thing is that I was texting with my friend, and it's so funny because we're texting as I'm doing this video, and I sent her pictures of me up here on the rooftop right before I started the video. And it's so beautiful to know that while I am always so busy taking care of other people, that there are a few people in this world that do concern themselves with taking care of me, making sure that I'm okay, if you will. And it just made me feel good to see that she is concerned, and that when she reached out to me about how important it was to take some me time, that I wanted her to know that it really was important. And I'm so appreciative of her sending me that text message to tell me to take that time out for me. I'm in, even though technically there's that part of me that still say that I need to be taken care of or worrying about, I walked away from it all and I came up on this rooftop to just have some me time, and I am loving this time. So I just want to send this message out, how important it is for us to put others on the back shelf sometimes. I want to send a message out to everyone that it is okay for us to say enough is enough and tell other people they need to get in line behind me or behind you. That it's, you know, that you're going to do you first, and then if there's time left, you just might do them. Because it could be the difference between you and your tomorrow. Like I said, I was up to here. I was feeling so overwhelmed, and I just needed, and I couldn't figure out how to get myself out of it. And then when I went to a quiet spot alone, and I just walked away from everything that was bothering me, and I just said enough is enough. I'm just gonna do me right now. And it made a world of difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog at this point, and I'm actually going to get up and I'm going to walk across the way over there, and I'm going to walk around in a couple of stores, and I'm just gonna enjoy me for a while today. I don't know if I will even include anyone else in my day. I'm just gonna do me, and this is a pillow, if anybody's wondering what this thing is that's sitting up in front of me here, but it's a pillow. So yeah, so anyway, thank you guys for watching this crazy PJs and coffee time. That I'm not in my PJs, I'm not having coffee, but I am having a very chilled moment. I am taking advantage of some quiet time, relaxing outside, enjoying my day, and that is basically what these PJs and coffee time videos are about, is us having confidence in ourselves. I do them with no makeup on because I like for people to know that it is okay not to be in makeup, but because I was already made up today, but I'm still in my comfortable place, I deemed it very important to show this side of me as well. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and so I'm going to stand up. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the view that I have in front of me so that you can somewhat understand what kind of relaxing day that I'm having while I'm up here on this roof. And I don't know that you'll find this exact spot. I don't know that you will be able to find a spot like this spot, but and you could, because you could be someone that live right here in Long Beach, and if you are, you get this view, not necessarily this view from this rooftop, but you get to have all of this at your fingertips at any given moment. So I'm going to flip this camera around and I'm going to show you all what I'm engaging in on this beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful. There's a beautiful lighthouse over there, a beautiful ship. Look at that beautiful cruise ship. Imagine, if you will. Look at that beautiful cruise ship. Imagine, if you will, kick back on that top deck, laying out in the sun, relaxing, just doing you. Forget about everybody else. Take the time out to just be yourself. Don't worry about the children. Don't worry about the husband. Don't worry about the grandchildren. Don't worry about the job. Don't worry about your friends, your neighbors. Don't worry about the bills. Take the time out to just do you. Find a place and go there and allow yourself to have a relaxing time. Don't be so caught up that you forget, that you don't be aware, because life is very short, and if we don't take the time, we could miss out, and we could cheat ourselves of our tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do encourage you all to share this video with a friend. if you know of anyone that forget to find their happy place, I do encourage you to share.